Today I wanted to discuss veganism and my decision to stop eating meat and animal-based products. First of all, I shouldn't call myself a vegan because I'm not totally a vegan. I still eat eggs, and I'm okay with that because for me the main reason for giving up meat was animal cruelty. I don't consider that eating eggs is cruel to chickens if the chickens are happy and here they roam around free. You're not actually killing an animal, you're eating an animal's period. May sound gross, but that's what it is. Why did I make the change? Well, about a year ago someone told me, you know, Eve, you can't call yourself an animal lover if you keep eating animals and you kill them for food. And what this person said really stuck with me because all my life I've had pets. I've had cats, I've had dogs, I've had mice, I've had fish, I have had birds. Anything you can possibly have as a pet, I have had it. So I always consider myself a big animal lover ever since I was a child. But ever since I was a child, obviously I've also been eating meat. It was just part of our culture. It was something that with every meal we had meat, starch, or carbs and something green, right? So the plate always had to have these three elements, otherwise it was not a complete meal. So that's how I grew up, and that was the mentality. But now we're smarter. Now we know that we don't need to have meat to get protein. We can perfectly live on a plant-based diet without having any nutritional insufficiencies. So really, if you call yourself an animal lover, in my opinion, and you eat animals, then you're being a hypocrite. Why? Because what's the difference between a puppy and a lamb, for example? Both are animals, both are extremely cute, they all have feelings, they're smart, you know. I mean, why would one life be more important than another one? Just because we're used to domesticating dogs doesn't mean that cows or pigs don't have personalities, don't have feelings. And that for me was my big reason for changing my diet. Now this is not a video to convince you to change your diet, but this is just why I made the change for myself. Also, I really think that a lot of people still eat meat because, right, you buy a steak in a supermarket and you don't think, oh, it's a dead cow. No, you just, you know, you pick up the package, the steak, as if it were a box of cereal or something else, right? You don't think that it's a dead animal. And I think that obviously the meat industry doesn't want you to see it as a dead animal. It wants you to see this piece of steak as just any other piece of food. The packaging is made that way. Everything, you know, is made to make you forget what you're actually eating. And obviously no one wants you to see the cruel images of the slaughterhouses, because if you saw that, it would be really hard for you to pick up a steak the next day in the supermarket, just like it is for me now. And yeah, I mean, if you see on the packaging, for example, the words we use, right? It's called beef. Why don't we call it cow? Dead cow, because that's what it is. We call it beef. Sounds nicer, right? Sounds more appetizing. Then you have the thing with the expiration date, right? It's more like decomposition date. If we wrote on the package decomposition date of your cow cadaver, I don't think a lot of people would still eat it because they would think, hey, shit, it's true. That's how I think about it. And every time my parents ask me, what do you want to eat? Do you want to eat chicken? I say, no, I don't want to eat cadaver anymore, because that's what it is. So so yeah, that was my decision. Do I find it easy to switch? Yes and no. For me, it was really easy to give up meat itself, but what is harder is giving up dairy. Milk was easy, very easy. The only way that I was drinking milk was in my coffee, and now I drink it black, so that was not that hard. But for me, as a European, it's extremely hard to give up cheese. And I'm not just talking cheese with bread, I'm talking cheese for, you know, when you eat pasta, for example, or when you cook something in the oven and you want a nice gratin, you know, a nice crispy cheese on top. So that I miss. I'm almost not buying cheese anymore, but every once in a while I'm still guilty of buying cheese here and there. So that's something that I still need to work on, or find a good replacement. And yeah, I'm very happy that I made the change. I didn't do it for health reasons like many other people do, but I can tell you that I'm not feeling that I have less energy or anything like that, that I'm more tired. I definitely feel like I have a lot of energy and I'm healthy, so it's more for the animals. So now I can truly say I'm an animal lover. I don't eat them anymore, I don't kill them anymore. And yeah, I hope a lot more people join the trend and realize that, you know, they can survive without it. And here in Panama, to be honest, being a vegan is super cheap. So economically speaking, it makes so much sense to give up meat. Vegetables and fruits, you can easily buy for maybe $10 for an entire week. And this is in Bocas. Obviously, if you live in the city, it's going to be more expensive, but anywhere outside the city, you can get by with very little money and make nice big meals, very healthy, nutritious big meals. So that's it for today. Those were my thoughts on veganism, and if you want to share your journey with me, go for it. Please leave me a comment below, and if you liked it, subscribe and share the video, and I see you for the next one. Bye.